to a week in my life. I've never done one of these before, so I'm really excited. I hope I like say everything that I do it well. So today is currently Monday, and I'm in my finals week. Today is my last day of classes. Yay! Emily, oh, hi. Come, baby. Come on. So I'm in my last week of classes. Today's my last day. I only have like two things. I have to tutor for my English class, which I really don't want to do, and I have to go do my physics lab exam, which I'm nervous, even though I shouldn't be, but I'm nervous about it. So those are basically the only two things that I have that are like really big today. And then afterwards I'm done classes, and then I have my first final exam this week. I have bio, and then next week I have physics. So we're gonna be studying this week, but I'm gonna take you along like my study, like how I study, and going through like what are my breaks, because it's important to take breaks when you're studying, because if not you're gonna be bored out of your mind, and it's just not healthy for your mental health. So yeah, so right now it's like 9:50, so almost 10. And I already did my morning Pilates, and obviously took a shower. I still have to do my makeup, but I wanted to get some packing done because I'm going from my dad's to my mom's this morning. So I wanted to get my stuff ready so that when it's time to go, all I have to do is get my cat's stuff ready, and then we can just skedaddle. So yeah, so everything's packed on my end, well, except for like the laptop. But if not, everything else is done, ready to go. So I'm gonna study a little bit. I already started biology. I'm doing ecosystems. Yeah, so I really need to like get these Quizlets out of the way. Like I retaught myself everything, so now I'm going over my Quizlets that I made, and then we're gonna start doing actual problems. So yeah, so when I'm done that, I'm gonna do my homework. I wanna try to wrap presents this morning because I have some that I wanna do, but I don't know, because I might not have time since it's already almost 10. So we'll see if I'm productive. That will be my break, will be to wrap presents. So, yeah. Well, as you can see, I'm really bad at wrapping presents. This is what happens when you ask a Jewish girl to wrap presents. You know, Christmas is just not in my genes. That was weird. Yeah, so I wrapped them like fucking fast. I think I did that in the span of like 5 minutes because, yeah, I need to leave, so I have a lot of stuff to do, and I really just wanted to get this done. I can't even put them under my tree yet because my dad's currently redoing the entire fireplace that's next to our tree. So he constantly moves it, so I can't put any presents yet. So I'm gonna just like leave them on the table or something. Or just like, I'm probably gonna leave them up here, to be honest. I'll just like leave them in the shelves, and that'll be that until I can finally put them underneath the tree, which will probably only be Christmas Day. But at least they're wrapped. Oh my god, Wazowski! I don't know what's up with you today. Now he's trying to fit inside a box that he can't fit in. You can't fit in that, dude. Oh, maybe. No. Oh, and he fits. Always proving me wrong. Anyways, I don't know what's up with him. I think he took drugs because it's excessive today. You ready to go, Wazowski? Hello. I'm still at school. It is officially 4:08 and I'm still at school. Not on my own will, no, because my lab starts at 5 because I'm not allowed to do my lab exam at the same time as my partner. And he put my partner at 4 and me at 5. So I only get to start at 5. And this is literally the longest time ever. I finished tutoring at 3. This 1 hour was so long. Can't imagine doing a second one. I want to go home. So, yeah. So, finally back home. I got home around like 7:30, so yeah. It went well though. I think I did it correctly, but at the same time I don't know because it's a lab. So there's no way of knowing if I did it right or not, but my numbers matched up, so I just hope. Like, what if both numbers are wrong? But whatever, we're not gonna get into that. Anyways, I got home like at 7:30, so I have not done any homework. I don't plan on doing any homework because I stopped doing homework at 8. And anyways, I don't have school tomorrow, so I can just work tomorrow. So instead, we're gonna watch a bit of The Resident, which is my current obsession at the moment because Logan Huntzberger as a doctor. Come on. And then I'm gonna read a bit. So right now I'm reading Life's Too Short by Abby Jimenez. It's such a good book. Like, I'm really captured, and I just love the way she writes. Her characters are just so, I don't know, they feel so real, and you can really relate to them. Even though you're so not going through the same things, it feels like you are. And then the relationship is so cute. I just have to say, what's so annoying is that, like, I went through all of this, okay? That's like 80% of the book, maybe? Like 70 or 80%. And they only just kissed. Like, I get slow burn, friends to lovers, but like 80% until you get just kissing? Like, come on. That took way too long. So that's my only complaint. It took too long. Like, I started getting impatient by the end. So we're gonna finish it because, like, I'm almost done. Like, I just have this much. We can finish this tonight. I want to finish it so I can start a new book. Because my reading goal was 40 books, which I passed. I'm at 45. But I'm kind of setting myself, like, this other little goal that, like, if I could get to 50, that would be pretty cool. And I think it's totally doable, so I'm definitely going to try. If I finish this one, I'm at 46. So, yeah. Well, it's almost not morning anymore and I'm still really tired. It's like, what? Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 11:46 a.m.
It's already almost 12, so I shouldn't be tired anymore, but I am. Because when you wake up and then you start studying, you tend to get tired. Yeah. So that's mostly what today's gonna be. It's gonna be studying. I'm gonna try to read because I didn't end up reading last night because I ended up watching The Resident like way longer than I was planning to because I got really addicted. Because that show is honestly so amazing. I really recommend it for like anybody who likes doctor shows. I really, really like it. I like it, like, I like Grey's for the drama, but not for the doctor things, because I just look at it and I'm like, that's so inaccurate. It's entertaining, but it's just very inaccurate. And I like this one better, like, in a different way, because yes, the drama is not as good as Grey's, because, like, obviously Grey's drama is, like, that much. But I really like the realistic of it all, and, like, really taking on more, like, as good as hospitals are, they all have like an evil side to them, and the medical field has evil sides to it. It's not always just trying to help us. It is a very money-based industry, especially in the US. The goal today, study, hopefully redo my nails, because I really need to redo them, because the nail polish is like off. My nails are no longer the same like height. Like it's not good. They need to be fixed. So I'm gonna fix them. And yeah, so I have to film a video to say like chapter 5 is out. I have to kind of figure out what I want to say, because I don't know yet what I want to say. So I'm gonna see. So yeah, and my sister just arrived, so I'm gonna stop filming so I can say hi to her, because I don't see her a lot. This is her hoodie also, but she gave it to me, so it's okay. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Most of the day, so unfortunately today's kind of like lacking a bit in content. Yeah, like I basically just studied all day. I did the short for chapter 5. Took me forever to find an idea what to do. Like I went to the point of asking ChatGPT for ideas. It did not know that it was so not helpful. Like it had ideas, but like the execution was like if it was a movie, so it was not helpful at all. But I finally figured an idea out, and I think it worked. You guys can go check it out and tell me what you think of it. It's on YouTube Shorts, on my TikTok, it's on Enya's Instagram, so whatever you want. All the links are down below. Yeah, so that was fun to do because it takes no time, and I actually really like making shorts. It's fun. Yeah, so that's basically all I ended up doing today. I didn't end up doing much. The only really positive note is I finished Life's Too Short. Yay! This book was so cute. Like, I was so scared that I was gonna cry at the end, because the way that it was heading, I thought that it was gonna, like, I was gonna cry. I thought it was gonna end devastatingly, and it didn't. It ended up ending, like, really cute, actually, so I'm happy, because I almost cried. I was like, no, don't let it go the way I think it's going. And it didn't, so we were fine. So, for those of you who don't know, so this is about Vanessa Price. So she's a YouTuber, and she started her YouTube channel because her family has a history of ALS, and she has the chance of carrying the gene of it, so she might have it. So she decides that she's gonna like go live her life, like no regrets, live it like it's her last day. And then her sister gets pregnant and is like full rehab addict. So she has to stop doing all of this and take care of her sister's baby. And for the first time in her life, in a really long time, she's like in the same place for a while. And that's when she meets Adrian Copeland. And he's like this brooding lawyer who like he's a whole workaholic, never has time for anything. And it's like their story. So it's really, really cute. Like it's full friends to lovers, slow burn, like ultimate slow burn. I'm not kidding you when I say it took 80% for something to happen. Like, no. ultimate slow burn. I think that's like my one critique. It was too slow burned for me. Like, I wish something would have happened earlier. Like, they didn't get together earlier, but like, you could have kissed or something earlier. There could have been more tension earlier. I don't know. If the entire time it's just saying he doesn't like me, oh, and she doesn't like me, it's like, okay, that can go on for just a certain amount of time. Like, make the books shorter if that's gonna be that, because like most of the book is just going, oh, she doesn't like me, oh, he doesn't like me. So I feel like that just went on too long, and it started to irritate me at one point. So I think that's like my only big complaint, because I've never read anything like this where it really focuses on a specific disease, and myself having a genetic disease. I have EDS, so like reading about somebody who's also suffering with something and who's like, I never know when something could happen to me. Like, I can relate to that, being like, it is hard to live with a genetic condition. And like, it must be so much harder, especially not knowing if you have it or not and not being able to test for it. So yeah, like, I think I really liked it for that reason. I also just really like the guy because he's totally unrealistic. Like, men like this don't exist, and I have to keep telling myself that because men like this raise my expectations way too high. Yeah, but like, I think it's a really cute story. I love her writing. Like, she makes the characters feel so real, and it's just gorgeous. So I really recommend reading Abby Jimenez. I think I would rate this book like a 4 or 4.25, something like that. Like, it's cute. There's definitely room for improvement. It's no Just for the Summer. Just for the Summer was a masterpiece. I think about it constantly, but this one's still really good. I still really love her writing, and I'm gonna buy more books from Abby Jimenez. So I was going through my books and trying to figure out what I wanted to read because I have like my huge book outlet box. So I'm like, because I'm studying, I don't want something that's gonna take me too long to read, that requires a lot of brain energy, and honestly the best books for that are like romance books, because romance books require no energy to read, no thoughts, just like, oh, I wish this was real. So I decided that I'm going to read a romance book. Also because I just want something fast, because once my exams are done, I am making myself the commitment that I will read A Little Life, because that was my major goal of this year, was to finish A Little Life. And I can't do that while I'm in school because that book is too emotionally wrecking to read in school. So yeah, once my exams are done, I'm picking that up and I'm going to read it. I'm going to finish it because I'm 87% done. Like, I'm almost done. I'm going to finish it no matter how much it makes me cry. So instead, I decided to read Wreck the Halls by Tessa Bailey. So I'm going to start this. I don't, all that I remember that it's about, it's their moms were in a band together, and then the band broke up, and they get like an offer to like bring the band back together. So now they're both gonna bring the band back together, but they kind of hate each other, I think. Like, the moms hate each other, so they hate each other, something like that. Like, yeah, I'm excited to read this. Like, I am in a Christmassy mood. I've been listening to Christmas music the entire time. Like, I will study to Christmas music. I will take public transport and be listening to Christmas music. I can't wait for exams to be over and for it to be Christmas. Like, Christmas is my favorite holiday. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna start this tomorrow during my breaks. I'm really excited. It's my first Tessa Bailey, so people say her things are like really hot. So I'm excited to see if that's accurate or not. I'm excited to see if I'm gonna like her writing or not. I like bands, so we'll see. And I like Christmas, so hopefully this I will like. Well, I'm gonna go to bed. We'll like get ready and go to bed. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. finally look more presentable because before I looked like a student studying, which aka means lost all my soul. So I'm gonna continue studying now. We're gonna do some physics. Ugh. And I'm gonna listen to a podcast while I do it because I just don't feel like listening to music anymore. I'm not in the mood anymore. I want to listen to podcasts because I can't have a TV show on because I've tried it multiple times and I get sidetracked too much because I don't want to be doing any more work. So I'm gonna listen to a podcast because also I just really want to listen to this podcast. So my favorite podcast of all time is called The Rewatcher. It's about Buffy the Vampire Slayer. So you have two girls, one who's watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer before and one who's never watched it. And they go through and they're watching they're watching an episode every week. And they finally got to my favorite episode, which is the musical episode Once More with Feeling. If you've not watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer, just go watch that episode, please. Like, it is... If you want to know where musical episodes came from and why they became popular, it's because of this show, because of this musical episode. And honestly, I've never seen another show do a musical episode as well as this does it, because they have an actual reason for singing. They don't need to have perfect singing because of that. But the songs are, like, still really good. Like, they're funny. Like, some of those characters can really sing. Like, Giles, Spike, and Tara. Woo! They got voices. And they also have, like, the main villain in that episode. They brought a guy from Broadway to do him. So it's just, the most perfect villain is also in that episode. So it's just... I'm so excited to listen to it and to hear their thoughts about it because there's so many just instances in this like songs that I'm like, I need someone to talk about this with. Yeah. So I'm gonna listen to that because I'm really excited. So yeah. And that's what I'm gonna be doing. Also, I want to know, does this happen to anybody else? Because I've asked my mom and my sister, and this didn't happen to either of them. I feel like I'm the only person who got this, and it's just really weird. So, Google Photos made me a Wrapped. Did anybody else get a Wrapped from Google Photos? Am I the only one? Because, like, they made me a Wrapped for, like, my year in color, and then they did another one with, like, your year in vibes. Like... Like, did anybody else get this? Like, am I the only person? Like, am I the only person who got this? Does Google Photos have a special thing for me? Like, please tell me if other people got this. Like, is this new? Is this happening every year? Because if not, I'm excited because that means I get 2 Wrapped, one from Spotify and one from Google Photos, because that's really cool. Yeah, so I just wanted to share that. So if you guys have also received it, please tell me. Please tell me I'm not the only person, because so far I'm the only person that I know. So, see you guys later. Hello. It's the end of my day. I think it was even more boring than yesterday because I didn't even have a TikTok to film. I just studied. And then I cooked supper. Like, it was honestly really boring. Like, I wouldn't have filmed today if I didn't have to. Like, honestly, I can't think of anything really exciting that happened today. So unfortunately, today was not the day. But tomorrow is my exam for biology. I got this. I believe in myself. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do well. Setting positive mindsets. And then I started Wreck the Halls. I don't have much of an opinion because I'm only 40 pages in. I haven't gotten really far. I'm gonna read more getting into bed. So far I feel like it's okay. Like, I don't know, there's no like gripping beginning. I just have to say, I should have read the back better, because when I saw that his name was Beat, I was like, oh. Like, I was so sure this was a nickname or something. Like, when it said is Melody's opposite, I didn't think that like he was literally named Beat. Like, I thought that it was like a nickname or something, that they're like, oh, Melody and Beat, because you're our kids. I didn't understand that that was his actual name, and honestly, that's really, I don't know if I like that. Oh, why do celebrities name their kids names that should not be names? Like, no, why do you name your child Beat? That's, no, ugh. I don't know. I feel like I could read. There's much weirder names that I've read before, and I've been okay with those. But I read this, I'm like, no. So I feel like that's the only thing that's making me go like, because I'll read Beat, and it's just like, I don't think of a beat. I think of Beat the food. So I don't think that's helping me in any way. Yeah. But, like, I see where the Christmas setting is, because it's happening around Christmas time. So, like, hopefully that keeps going throughout, because that's what I want. Like, I like the Christmas references that keep popping up so far. But we'll see. Like, I have to say that both of their thoughts are really unhinged. So it's funny, but also a bit too unhinged. So I hope that they can kind of sort of rein in their thoughts a little bit, because it's a little bit too unhinged. Just, like, I like it, but there's definitely things that I have to get used to. So I just hope that, like, those things don't become, like, overwhelming, or, like, the unhinged factors stay consistent, just so that I can make sure that I like it more, because I do like my things to have a bit of logic to it, and right now the logic is lacking, so let's just hope that that comes. But personal opinion, like, this changes for every single person, like, especially in romance novels, people like what they like. So I'm gonna get ready for bed and then read, but I'm gonna tuck in early for my exam so that I have tons of energy. So, I'll see you guys tomorrow. So, unfortunately, I don't have much that I filmed today, because, you know, with my exam, I didn't think about filming anything when I left the house, so I filmed a few things when I came back, but I haven't done much. Like, I came back home and I basically took a nap, and then I started studying for physics. So, like, that was basically my day. The exam took up most of the day. I don't have anything interesting to show you guys today. I thought that maybe I would make, like, a little video where I'd say from Book Outlet, because I made a video about it where I showed all the books, but I want to talk about them because they're cool, and they only cost me $60 for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 8 books, technically 9. You'll understand. Okay, so the first one, we have Life's Too Short. I got this from the Book Outlet, and it's, like, in perfect condition. Like, there was nothing wrong with it at all. So that was great. The other one, Wreck the Halls, which I'm reading right now. I got further into it, and, like, I gotta say, I like her POVs a lot more than I like his, because he just sounds like a hormone-obsessed dude. Like, he just wants to jump her all the time, and I'm like, okay, let's calm down a little. Oh, hi, Kiki. So, yeah, but, like, I'm still enjoying it. This one didn't have anything, it just had, like, the line at the bottom, but, like, I don't care about that. No one sees this part of the book anyways. Okay, next, let's go through the ones that I've already read, and then we'll go to the ones I haven't read yet. So, we have The Do-Over by Lynn Painter. This was so cute. Like, it was exactly what I needed, like, going into exam week, to read something, like, cute and light. Like, I was reading this on the bus on the way to school, and I was reading every single day. Like, sometimes I don't feel like reading when I come back from school. I always felt like reading this. And then This was a 5-star read. It was so good. I kid you not, when I turned to my mom and I had tears in my eyes and I was like, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry, I'm not gonna cry. And it's for such a small book that I was gonna cry over, which is The Storied Life of A.J. Fikry. Oh my god, is this book amazing. This is what you get. And honestly, what happened, like that description didn't give me anything, so that when I started reading this book, I had a whole idea of what I thought it was going to be, and it wasn't that at all. So it surprised me so pleasantly, and it's just, I really, really enjoyed this. Was gorgeous. Like, it was the perfect literary fiction. I've been really into literary fiction, I think, this year. So, like, this was so perfect. I loved it so much. To have, like, the little stories in between also, where he kind of describes what the short stories are and what they mean to him, was just so, like, we love to read books about people who love books, and that is what AJ is. Kiki was keeping this book hostage, so while I was reading The Do-Over and The Storied Life of AJ Fikry, my mom was like, I want something to read, and I was like, I just got a whole thing of books. Here, let me give you one. And automatically the one that caught her eye was Finley Donovan is Killing It. So she read this and she fell in love with it. She's currently listening to the second one on an audiobook because she couldn't wait to buy the book to read it. So she, like, absolutely loved this. She was like, this is perfect for moms. Like, you have to read this, Gail. You're going to love it. So I'm really excited to read this. She's giving me great reviews and she's not a reader, so that means a lot. Next, I got a book that I was like, I'm going to buy this eventually, but like when it's on a mega sale. This was the mega sale for me to buy it, which was Throne of the Fallen. Most people pay like $20 for this book. I paid $7 for this book in perfect condition, hardcover, everything. Like, this is the best deal ever. And this book is huge. Like, it slightly intimidates me. I don't know what it's about. Fantasies without any context, because I think that it's like fun to enter it that way. Just like throw me into the world with no context and I'll figure it out. I feel like that's always the funnest thing to do. So this is massive. So this is going to be a Christmas break book because I do not currently have the time to start this, nor do I want to put this in my backpack and carry it to school every day. So that's just not going to happen. But I'm really excited to read this. Okay, next, I got this one. I've never heard of it before. Like, it's never popped up on my booktuber, my book talk before. So I'm really excited to read it. It's called The Last Romantics by Tara Coughlin. So if anybody's read this and they liked it, or like, even if you didn't like it and you just have thoughts on it, please let me know, because I've never seen this book before. I just read the back. It sounded interesting. It looks pretty. And I was like, why not? Let's try this out. So I bought this one because I've never heard anything about it. And like, it's relatively short. Also, except for there's just a little line for this one, but like perfect condition. So I'm really excited to read this. Next, probably a book that I've been waiting for way too long to actually get. Like, I look at it and I'm like, next time I'm getting you, next time I'm getting you. And every time I don't get it. So now we finally have it. So I can't have that excuse anymore, which is Divine Rivals. I'm so excited. When I'm opening my box, like, I'm looking at all my books all excited and banging to my mom like, it's only $60. And then at the bottom, I see this. It's a Pete the Cat. I got a free Pete the Cat. I was not expecting this. How did they know that this was my childhood thing? Read Pete the Cat. Oh, I love Pete the Cat. Like, my kids will read Pete the Cat. I think I have like 3 more of these books, like Pete the Cat books from my childhood. But I think one's in French. Yeah. But, ugh. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Bye. Hi. So unfortunately, I didn't end up filming a lot today because, I didn't feel great at all today. Like, I was so nauseous. And I think it's, like, my stress kind of getting to me for my second exam. So, like, just trying to, like, breathe through it. I got my mark back for my first exam, so it took him less than a day to correct it. So this is why we love Adam Griffins. Like, he's such a good teacher. Yeah, and I got a good mark, so I'm happy. Yay. So happy about that. Passed bio, no worries about that. So I just have to, like, focus on what's coming. So Shabbat is starting, so I can't film during Shabbat. So, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow once it ends, which is like at 5. So unfortunately today and tomorrow probably won't have a lot of content, but because of this like kind of lull period where I'm not allowed to use any technology, I'm probably just gonna end up reading. So hopefully I'll finish Wreck the Halls by the time I see you guys tomorrow. So cross our fingers. I didn't do anything exciting yesterday except finish Wreck the Halls. Woohoo! So I give this 3 stars. So it's a good book. Like, it was enjoyable, but there's definitely things that for me personally I didn't love. So because of that, it's not as highly rated for me. It's just personal things that are enjoyable to me. Like, I got used to him being named Beat, and I think it gets cuter, but it's still just something that's kind of weird to me. I just don't like the name Beat. Like, I don't understand why you would name your child Beat, but like, I get more used to it, so it's not that big of a deal. I think I just don't like, I understand why there's like 2 third act breakups, kind of, but I wish there wasn't. Like, I'm already not a huge fan of the third act breakups, and it happened like so fast, one right after the other, that you don't ever get to enjoy them being together very long. So it's like you have it's like a slow burn, but it's not a slow burn because it's obviously that they're in love with each other. And it's not like, oh, I don't think he likes me. Like, it's pretty obvious that they both know that they like each other. They just don't do anything about it because he has commitment issues and she has like insecurity issues, but her issues aren't really that prominent. He's the troubled one. He's the one with the issues this time, not her. So, like, I understand why. Like, it was realistic, but I just wish it wasn't so fast one between the other. I would have rather they get together like maybe a little earlier, and then there's more of a pause in between, and then there's the other one, because it felt very fast. It was like 2 chapters and then it happened again, which I wasn't a fan of. I have to say, the main characters were fun. I definitely like her better than I liked him. His beginning chapters kind of made me feel the same way that Garrett's chapters made me feel in The Deal, where at the beginning I was really like weirded out. I was like, no, I'm not okay with the way that you're just blatantly saying like I want to fuck her. Like, I was not okay with that. But compared to The Deal, as Garrett progressed, I loved him more and more, and B kind of just stayed neutral for me. I don't know. I never fell in love with him, but I did fall in love with Melody. Like, she is so funny. Like, I love the little comments that she makes. But I definitely have to say, like, he was underwhelming. I didn't love him. I loved her. And I have to say, even compared to them, I wish the side characters had more roles in this. They were so small, but they were the best characters. Like, their moms are just such good characters, especially Melody's mom. Trina is so fun to read. I love her. And Vance, it's so not fair that I get like 3 chapters of Vance and that's it. I love him. I want more of him. So I think that's more what it was. Like, it's a good story. It was well written. I wouldn't call her the Michelangelo of dirty talk. Honestly, it got cringy towards the end for me. But I did like the premise of it. She had a really good female character. The male wasn't totally for me. Side characters were so good. I wish there had been more time spent on them. So yeah, I think that's pretty much why it's like a 3-star, because it had potential, but it didn't go in the direction I personally wish it would have, which is okay because this is for sure a 5-star for other people who likes this certain thing. So yeah, so I finished that. So the goal is going to be to read A Little Life once I get to my dad's, because the book is over there, and we're going to finish it. We are going to finish that book. I believe myself. I got this. I'm going to start now from Rose to Mouse. So that's it. So I got back here, woohoo, back in the house we started in, and been studying. I only have one chapter left to do for physics, and then I have to redo all my old tests, and then I'm ready and I'm good to go. I'm nervous, and I'm really freezing right now, so I'm gonna get a hoodie after this. But I came back to 2 packages that I've been waiting for, because for those of you who are not in Canada right now, I don't know if this is all Canada, but this is a Quebec thing that's going on, where we have like this strike going on with our postal service. So it's taking forever to get packages. So if you order things online, let's say for like Christmas for people, yeah, good luck getting that in time. So if you didn't order it, like, way in advance. So I ordered 2 shirts like a long time ago, and they're finally here. It took forever. They were supposed to be here last week, and they got pushed back a week. So let's look at the shirt. Hi. So, that's the end of my week. We've been through a week of my life. Unfortunately, this week was a little boring because of my exams, but I really did like filming this. I feel like it gave me a lot of motivation to read and to study, so I think I want to do it again next week. I do have more exciting things for you guys to watch, so you don't have to watch me study for a whole week again, because my last exam that I actually have to study for is on Tuesday, and then I actually have stuff that I'm doing, so I want to film next week too and make a second video. So I'm gonna post 2 weeks in my life, one right after the other, but that's okay because, you know, I made this one not knowing if I was gonna like it, and I really like it, and I don't want to discard all the footage that I used, so I'm just gonna make 2 because why not? I can do what I want to do. So thank you so much for tuning in to a week in my life, even if it might have been boring. I tried to make it as entertaining as I could. So thank you for tuning in. I hope you tune into the next one and every other video that comes after that.